Good morning, everyone. So for today, I will be presenting my study about the students' preparation technique, efficacy, and factors influencing students' English speaking skills. My name is 0cjilustry, and I'm from Manili Elementary School. So, background of the study: the threat of COVID-19 pandemic forced many schools, colleges, and universities to shift away from traditional physical and took advantage of the digital space. A recent study shows that educational institutions are willing to invest up to 350 billion in education technology by 2025. This includes tools like video conferencing, virtual tutoring, and most importantly, learning management system. This is according to the online education market global forecast. Moreover, the guidelines on the implementation of flexible learning was ordered from CHED, where this is the Commission on Higher Education, last 2020, and urged um, education institutions or HEIs to explore innovative learning modalities aside from face-to-face instructions. This forced colleges and universities to utilize and incorporate flexible learning approaches such as online and modular classes. Some colleges use learning management system as a tool for online approaches. Additional, speaking may be a skill. This is ought to have attention in both first and second language. Learning the speaking skills is the most vital aspects of learning a second or foreign language, and the success is measured, supported the power to perform a conversation within the language. Let us also remember that the Philippines is recognized globally as one of the largest English-speaking nation with the majority of its population having at least some degree in fluency in language. English has been one of the official language of the Philippines and is spoken by more than 14 million Filipinos. It is language of commerce and law and as well as primary medium of instruction here in the Philippines. So, my study generally aims to determine the students' preparation techniques, efficacy, and factors influencing students' English speaking skills. So, statement of the problem number one: what are the students' preparation techniques in terms of utilization of technology, classworks, and activities, gadgets, and lightings? Second, what are the efficiency of students in terms of accessing the course content, tests, grades, asynchronous communication, synchronous communication, and advanced tools? Next, number three, what are the factors influencing students' English speaking skills in terms of number one, performance condition, listening ability, topic knowledge, feedback during speaking activities. Number four, is there a significant relationship between students' preparation techniques and efficacy? Number five, is there a significant relationship between student preparation techniques and factors influencing students' speaking skills? Number six, is there a significant relationship between efficacy and factors influencing students' English speaking skills? And number seven, is there a significant difference between student preparation techniques, efficacy, and factors influencing students' English speaking skills in the new normal? So these are the hypotheses of my study. Number one, there is no significant relationship between students' preparation techniques and efficacy. Second, there is no significant relationship between student preparation techniques and factors influencing student English speaking skills. Number three, there is no significant relationship between efficacy and factors influencing students' English speaking skills. Then lastly, there is no significant difference between students' preparation techniques, efficacy, and factors influencing students' speaking skills in the new normal. So this is my theoretical framework. The learning management system phenomenon was anchored from the learning theory of connectivism developed by Siemens 2005 when he defined it as a learning theory that explains how the internet technologies have created opportunities for people to learn and share information across the World Wide Web and among themselves. So I will not read any further with this because it's an explanation. Then let's talk about the theoretical for the efficacy. In order to understand the efficacy of LMS, such as schooling, which I've been studying, theory of Bandura, who defined that self-efficacy as a belief in one's ability to carry out desired course action. According to him, there are four sources of efficacy, like the students' uh, self-belief of students are formed from mastery of experience as performance simultaneous, vicarious experience, modeling, and performing tasks and verbal persuasion. So I will not read any further to prolong this. Okay, then we have the behaviorist. So this is the conceptual framework of my study because these three are interrelated. So that's why I use the relationship diagram. So the participants of my study are the 23 BSN Mathematics College students. This was conducted from May 2021 to June 2021 in a tertiary institution. The tools were adapted and modified questionnaires, and they were distributed through Google Forms. So for the statistical treatment, so from statement of the problem, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, I use frequency distribution and weighted mean. For statement of the problem 4, 5, 6, I use Pearson R. And for number 7, I use analysis of variance. So results and discussion. For table 1.1, table 1.1 showed the utilization of technology as a preparation technique for early learning. The utilization of technology that garnered the highest mean is 4.40, stated that I can make sure to be updated on my online requirements and activities was described as often. Furthermore, the utilization of technology that garnered the lowest mean is 4.07. The stated that I keep myself expert on the usage of online platform and was described as often. The weighted mean of the utility techniques for e-learning have garnered 4.29, which has described as often and indicated that students have utilization techniques. Students have utilized technology as preparation technique for online learning. This means majority of the students are prepared for e-learning. So this result was supported by Patsula 2011, who said that technology should be utilized, especially that more student is now technologically ahead on the rest of the generation. Next, class works and activities. This table shows that works and activities as preparation techniques for e-learning. The classwork and activities that garnered the highest bid was 4.37, stated that I passed my activities on time was described as often. Furthermore, the classworks and activities that garnered the lowest mean of 3.83 stated that I created daily list of works to do what was described as often. The weighted mean of classwork and activities as a preparation technique for e-learning have garnered 4.14, which was described as often and indicated that students use effective preparation techniques for e-learning in order in doing classworks and activities. This means majority of the student does a job well done in doing classworks and activities. Meanwhile, Rome 2018 affirmed in his study that there are many activities can be there are a lot of activities that can be devised to keep learners engaged. All activities need to be clearly linked the stated learning outcomes for the course and prepare learners for any formal assessment. Next, we have table 3. Table 3 shows the light gadgets and lighting as a preparation technique for e-learning. The gadgets and lighting that garnered the highest mean of 4.63 stated that I have my own gadget to use during my conference was described as always. Furthermore, the lowest mean of 3.83 garnered the stated that and make sure I have a power bank as an aid in case of brownouts and was described as often. The weighted mean of gadgets and lighting as preparation techniques for e-learning have garnered 4.23, which was described as often, and indicated that students are preparing their gadgets and lightings for e-learning. This means majority of the students have gadgets and good lighting for e-learning and show that they have been preparing well. Furthermore, this study was supported the findings of gadgets in online learning by Information Technology 2015 magazine. Gadgets are playing a significant part in many sectors without the exception of education. These technology and gadgets includes does not include to the limitation of device such as computers, smartphones, just to connect with the internet. Next, efficacy of students in terms of accessing course content. This table shows that from the this table reveals that the LMS or the school learning management system in terms of accessing course content as a mean of 4.30, which was verbally interpreted as completely confident. This implies that students are completely confident in terms of accessing the course content. Okay. I will not discuss this one by one. So this reveals that students are completely confident in accessing the course content of the LMS, in which students find it easy to upload and download materials from the LMS system platform. Moreover, students also display higher confidence in level of logging in and operating basic features of the tools of the LMS. In addition, according to Slager 2016, he noted that basic features of the LMS were comprehensible to the student. Basic tools used to accessing the course context is a user-friendly and easy to follow and understand. That efficacy of students who use this LMS system is very high. Next, in terms of tests and grades. So, in the LMS, in terms of tests and grades, there's a submean of 4.15. Students are fairly confident in terms of tests, grades, and Schoology. This implies that students are confident in submitting assignments online using Dropbox, and they view the grade book with means of 4 point, which are what was different as confident. This implies that they're fairly confident in using the terms, the test, and grades. They are able to access it with confidence. Okay, then we have the efficacy of students in terms of asynchronous communication. This part has gotten a 3.74 mean with a description that is fairly confident. That means that students are fairly confident in terms of asynchronous communication. This implies that students can do the different things such as attaching files to the messages in the discussion group, and it's also cited by Lapada 2020 2005 that asynchronous discussion participation enhance higher order thinking skills of students, that they have shown efficacy in utilizing tools for asynchronous communication. Next, 2.4. With a submean of 3.87, which is fairly confident, students are fairly confident in terms of synchronous communication. This means that they are able to join text-based discussion, read message, and join virtual classes, which is connected with Schoology such as the Zoom and Google Classrooms. As cited by Lapadat, asynchronous discussion participation also enhance students' higher order thinking skills. Efficacy efficacy in terms of advanced tools. Uh, this has gotten a sub-mean of 3.27, which means the students are confident. Students are fairly confident in terms of advanced tools in psychology. This means that they want to learn more and they want to uh, they want to adjust and get some more knowledge on how to use these advanced tools. So this is the summary. S- So overall, at the grand mean, in terms of using Schoology as a learning management system, students are fairly confident in using the LMS. Okay, performance condition indicator. This table shows that the performance condition factor that influence the learner's English speaking skills during the academic year 2021. The indicator that garnered the highest mean score of 3.9295 states that the respondents often pay attention to their speech to be understandable. To be understandable listener that and that can be understood 3.83. They have given extra time to process and form messages 3.78. Meanwhile, the indicator that garnered the lowest mean scored 3.50 states that respondents often speak very quickly. Furthermore, the performance condition factor influenced learn English speakers got the mean score of 3.69. Believe that performance condition can affect speaking performance. Students speaking task a variety of condition. So uh, this fact this factor may vary in four different types: time pressure, planning, standard performance, and the amount of support. 3.2. The list this table shows that factors that influence learning English speaking skills. This indicate garnered the highest mean is 4.13 states that the respondents often clearly understand the speaker even he or she is speaking quickly. It can also be gleaned the table shows that the indicators that garner the highest mean they listen attentively to the lecturer of their English teacher. They can share their ideas regarding to what they listen. This is 3.96, and also they put themselves in other place and try to understand through listening. This is 3.92. Meanwhile, it can be seen that indicator that the garnered 3.42 states that learners often do not have difficulty in determining the subjects or the lesson that they are listening to. So this, according to Tuan and my 2015, speaking skills cannot be developed unless developing listening skills. So students must understood what is said to them in order to have a successful conversation. So table 3.3, this is topic knowledge factor. So this table shows that the following indicator garnered the highest mean. description, which is often, they choose only the most relevant evidence that fully supports the claim and references at these three different sources. 3.71, make a claim that referring to multiple sources of background knowledge and stays on the topic explains a clear connection between their claim and support evidence. Lastly, overarching ideas associated with the content is 3.58. Meanwhile, the lowest mean score garnered 3.33 states that teachers sometimes elaborate on the error demonstrated by students and sometimes contemplate the different ways or problems students may have with the content. So this means that in terms of topic knowledge, according to Green 2011, it could affect the students' ability to relate and or have interest in the topic, which leads students to speak more about the topic and makes learners free themselves to speak accordingly during online class. Next is feedback. The highest mean, which is 4.40, states that teachers' feedback help us to do better for future activities. It was also followed by the indicator that garnered the next highest mean, which is 4.25, states that respondents always accept feedbacks or comments from teachers and classmates regarding their performance. Then the indicator with the mean score 4.21 states that teachers' feedback is based on rubrics provided during activity got the highest mean. While indicator with the lowest mean score of 3.63 states that teachers often give feedback immediately. So this was supported by the study of Child 2011. He stated that feedback has a positive effect on improving oral English accuracy or fluency. Providing feedback during speaking activities gives students opportunities to acknowledge their mistakes and make this improve. Okay, table 4. Table 4 determines the relationship between preparation techniques and efficacy of the students during the school year. To this, Pearson R moment correlation was utilized. As all data was analyzed and being interpreted, it shows that there is a significant relationship between preparation techniques and efficacy of respondents. This table shows that the test correlation coefficient where the null hypothesis was rejected at 0.05 level of significance, having the data where is R is equals to 0.338674, which means it is greater than the p-value of 0.01698, which is lesser than zero point 0.5 significance level. That makes the null hypothesis rejected, which means the two variables have a significant relationship. Next is this table shows the correlation coefficient, where is the null hypothesis was accepted at 0.05 level of significance, having the data where the computed value is 0.040303, which was lesser than the p-value of p 0.848949, which is greater than the significant level of zero point 0.5. That makes the null hypothesis accepted, which means that the two variables have no significant relationship. Table 6, the test correlation coefficient was accepted at zero point zero 0.05 level of significance. Having the data where the R value was computed at 0.01178, which was lesser than the p value of p wa 0.076116, which was greater than the point significance level. That makes the null hypothesis accepted, which means that the two variables, efficacy and factors influencing student skills, have no significant relationship. Next, let's go to table 7. Below shows the significant difference between preparation techniques, efficacy, and factors affecting students' English speaking skills. We we have used analysis of variance was utilized in order to note the significant difference between the three variables. All data was analyzed and being interpreted, and it shows that there is no significant difference between variables. The decision was made, and the computed f value of 0.038853 is greater than the p value of 0.1937, which means this is the lesser than the significance level. So this means that the three variables have no significant difference. So for the summary, utilization of technology as preparation techniques for e-learning have garnered described as often. Classworks and activities preparation techniques have garnered 4.14, which describes as often. Gadgets and preparation techniques have garnered 4.23 and was described as often. The weighted mean of preparation techniques and e-learning have garnered 4.22 and described as often. Number 2, accessing the course content with a submean of 4.30, test grades and submean of 4.15, verbally interpret as confident, asynchronous communication 3.74, synchronous communication 3.87, advanced tools interpreted as confident. This means that students are confident in using the LMS. Next is the data showed the learners' English speaking skills with greatly influence is the factor on feedback during speaking skills, followed by listening ability factor and performance condition factor. Lastly, the topic knowledge factor, where all factors often influence the learner's English speaking skill with the overall mean score of 4.5, 3.80, 3.69, and 3.61 respectively. Next, number 4, the correlation value of the two variables. There is a significant relationship. Number 5, there is also no significant relationship. Number 6, no significant difference between variable. And next is the no significant difference between variable. In conclusion, it was concluded that students have utilized technology as a preparation technique for online learning. I will not read any further. Please read na lang because my time is limited. Students are completely confident in terms of accessing course content, fairly in terms of grades and test. Number three, teachers' feedback during speaking activities has a great influence to the students' speaking skills during online class. Next, there's a significant relationship for SOP4. For SOP5, there is no significant relationship. For SOP6, there is a significant relationship. And for number 7, there is no significant difference between the three variables. So recommendation. So these are my recommendation. Okay, next. Oh, so this is my general recommendation. To continue create programs which will enable the students to use a more easy platform for e-learning, explore some tools and features of the school unknown, of the school UG unknown or less familiar with them, and must promote activities in speaking skills by providing teachers and students with enough and varied instructional resources to make sure acquisition of skills takes place effectively. These are some of my reference. Thank you.